though, aren't we?
Well,
And we're gonna have to
agree
make
with
some
that, but
concessions?
I agree with that, but I disagree, because I had that conference call today with a vendor, and they asked the question, is one area going to have a certain jersey? I said, no. If the league decides, if the board decides that it's going to be a mandatory thing, you are not going to lose customization. I'm going to fight for that for sure, because I agree with you 100%.
That's the whole point of custom uniform.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more, man.
Pigtail off you, we're not gonna change that custom feel that you can actually order from a different vendor. You know, we really not trying to change too much of how we look on the field.
Only thing, I got a question, if you, like, if you do customize, say there's teams that have 3 teams or whatever team is in the same division, and they want to go to a similar color scheme, are there going to be, you know, like, do we have to get to a group first, like, hey, I'm going to go gray, I'm going to go red, I'm going to go blue, like?
No, that's a great question.
That would actually be up to you guys getting together, I think.
Well, no, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits
I
of
agree with
having,
that.
that's one of the benefits of having a vendor. They can communicate to a specific team, hey, just to let you know, the Hawks all have 3 or 4 teams, got a very similar pattern, and maybe they can forward you that, and you can change it up. That's one benefit of going with a vendor. They can provide that type of information to us.
And the other thing too, and to dovetail there real quick, because I know we've got to get Adam back on track, is the situation is this. The rule is if you are let's say there's 3 Hawks in the same division, right? And you all have the same color, but different patterns, right? Because that can happen. The rule is the rule. The rule says if you are wearing a non-Yaffle issued jersey, right, and there's a color conflict, who wears the pennies?
Whoever changed colors.
That's exactly right. See what I'm saying? So the rule sticks. So we can worry about that, but
Whoever
that's
changed
just
the
not.
color. If it's a custom uniform for one team, you're yes. No matter where it's
So
changed.
I would just ask for every coach
Doesn't matter
to
which one.
look up some else, you know, it's a benefit to the league, it's a benefit to the team. It's a win-win situation for everyone that's involved. So, I would ask you guys to be flexible, open-minded, if you have some ideas that we didn't touch on, bring it to us. Thank you.
This is the real question I have for you guys that are here, right? Is who, okay, if you give over the vendor option to the league with an option for it to benefit you financially versus using your own that you're used to, okay, or an option not to do it at all, right? Who here wants for the discount, okay? We get a show of hands from the league through one vendor or 2 vendors.
Or get a discount to the whole league?
Okay, well, if we're ordering 5,000 jerseys, yeah, I bet you it's gonna be less expensive, right? Right? Okay, so a few here, or who just wants to go do what they've been doing? We're just not very sure yet, right? Okay, so it's something that's in discussion.
I think the option A, if you ask that question again, I think the majority, I would option A,
Nobody agrees with you. I know Russ likes to play in his Yaffle jersey. Right?
full uniform, right? So be full uniform? It's full uniform. As nothing really changed but the fit.
So what I can't get is a team of 26 on a quantity discount, the leagues can get on a quantity discount, right? If we're all in. But if your preference is still to do things on your own, then those are the things that we need to decide for you. So more discussion on that moving forward. But thanks for the introduction. So you guys see, okay, none of the dates have changed as far as what we're talking about, except for obviously the final league season, right? And we talked about that on the 22nd. So again, you guys just please be dedicated to the equipment, fittings that were dedicated to the coaches clinic, and that we are dedicated to that camp. Those are the things that are moving forward that really I'm asking you guys, okay, use your sphere of influence to get people there, yourselves there. All right? Okay, so is there anything else that anybody needs for discussion this evening? Okay, we're good?
I just have one other thing. This is just, again, real quick. Cliff, you want to bring up some of the things that you had mentioned?
Y'all read the email, the ones that are in the 7-on-7 flag? I would like I said, got to become a vote, most of you guys in here, that from 10U up, it should just go straight 7-on-7 high school rules, because I know some of you guys have been out there with the refs. It's confusing to them, it's confusing to the coaches, because they keep on mixing the 8U rules and the 6U rules with the 10U and 12U, and it's different from the juniors and seniors who are going strictly high school. I think playing 5 games already through the season, everybody at 10U and up can play the high school rules where it's just pulling flags and just throwing the ball. I think running the ball, it doesn't help. It's supposed to, it's supposed to get the boys to get ready and read defenses and coverages, and 7-on-7 high school rules, that's not what you do. We'll get out there, you've had a couple of issues, I've had issues, and if we're running 7-on-7, teach these boys how to run routes, read defenses. You can't have 4 guys off the ball, you can't have, it's gotta be your center, or whoever's snapping the ball, and your 2, in-guy receivers on the line, and 1 on. But we got, the refs were saying no these before, because in the rule book, we're trying to teach the boys how to read this, and we can't do it if we're implementing half flag rules and then half high school 7-on-7.
Well, I want to, this Cliff came to me, and flag has been, 7-on-7 has been fun. It's just been different, like Cliff said, about the running piece. So I don't know if we can do it this year, and I told Cliff that, but this year might be, how many guys are doing 7-on-7? Okay, all right, so that's here. Basically, all it would be is taking the 10Us and up, no run, none whatsoever. Just throw the ball, right?
Correct.
8U is 8U and down, so 8 and unders, maybe 1 run, 6 and unders, they can still run. But once you hit the 10-year-old mark, you got to throw the ball. So that's all we're really talking about there, and
Then the scoring.
the scoring for defense.
But no way to score on defense.
So if the guys that are here not in 7-on-7, which one is attractive to you? Keeping the running, that option, or just once you reach 10, throw the ball?
Throw the ball.
Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Who else?
Throw the ball.
There it is. So I think it's going to be an 18 thing. We have last week, this week, so.
With the ability to score, we're not, just 2 points on interception, 1 point for turnover downs, and 6 points for a touchdown. And no 2-point conversion or nothing like that.
Just wanted to get feedback, that's all. I appreciate it.
Okay. All right, so this evening we have the head coach for Del Norte High School, is Bruce Binkley. He was the APS Coach of the Year here a couple years back. I think that was, 2015? So I got to coach with Bruce. I was playing for 1 season. He has a ton more coaching experience than I do, certainly. He's going to talk to us about some offensive line technique this evening. So we appreciate Bruce being here. So, Coach Binkley.
Thanks, guys, for having me. First of all, I don't think we're going to talk over anybody's head, because I don't think I know that much, but we'll try to keep it simple. I want to say thank you to you guys. I have a 4-year-old son, and he'll be starting the outfield and all that stuff here pretty soon. I think what you guys do, especially with the decrease in numbers, is you guys encourage these kids to continue to play football, and if we don't do that, then there won't be a game in 20 years. And so I think you have the most important job of them all. Coach has given me 20 minutes. A couple things really quick before I get started. Chase, my hand these out to everybody. I have 20 of these. They're about 20 pages each. My email, my cell phone number on there. Do you guys, anybody in here have Huddle? So everything that I'm going to discuss on here, I have my varsity offensive line do a practice just for this clinic. And so I can hook you up to Huddle on everything that I'm talking about you can see on video. So that may make sense, okay? So the first thing we're going to talk about are the EDDs that we do every day. And every day I do this. A little background on myself. I moved here to be a graduate assistant at the University of New Mexico. One of my mentors is Bob Bostad, one of the best offensive line coaches in the country. And so I've stolen everything from him and from other people. And he really got me into the EDDs. Every day it has to be a progression. So every day the kids come out. Pretty Chase, I get you up here and let those guys handle those out. And the first thing we work on is stance. So the kids come out, Chase will come over here. He was all district last year. Mitch is about 300. He's going to be a senior. He's a 4.2 student, which I think is more important than anything. So they'll come out, all 5 of them, for 3 minutes. All they'll do is work on their stance. So just get down, and then they'll put their right hand, they'll go left hand, they'll switch hands. Okay, and as they're doing that, I'll just come around and I'll look. Again, he's getting his knees. If you see Chase, He likes to get his knees out, and I like to have their knees in. I like the weight of your stance to be on the inside of your feet. Inside of your feet. Now, I don't want you like this. I don't want you to be John Elway and have to walk like this, but I want that weight on the inside of your feet. If you watch Chase, he likes to pronate his knees out a little bit. I mean, when you squat like this? No, you squat like this. So we try to get that weight there. So that's the first thing that we do right there. I like it 30 to 70%. I know a lot of people say 40 to 60, but I like 70% of the distribution for the weight to be from the waist down. That's what I like. Feet shoulder width apart. Obviously, he's right-handed, so he staggers that right foot back a little bit, and then go down, get down again, and then the flat back. And then what I usually do is I'll walk by and I'll hold up a number and they'll yell out the number as I go by, because where the head goes, the body follows. And especially in high school, if he gets down and they get this tendency, he's trying to be nice right now, get your hand way up front of you there. Get your head down a little bit, get your head down. When he's like that, that first step, he's going to be right on the ground. So I teach those guys to really sit back, no matter what they're doing. Go ahead, Chase, get in that. And really sit on those heels a little bit, because in high school, you will never get to the second level unless you're under control. Anybody can block a 0, anybody can block a 1, anybody can block a 3 technique, but how do you get to the second level? You get to the second level by being under control and pound stepping. Does that make sense? So that's the first thing we do is our stance. The second thing, and Adam, I know I don't have much time, so I'm trying to hurry, is our get off. So we do this, we start every day. So I'll say set hut, he'll do his 6-hip step, and then we'll go to our power step, okay? So go ahead and get your stance. Sit, hut, and that's all he'll do. Sit, go to the left, hut. Okay, now that's our 6-hip step. Now again, I know this is all redundant probably to some of you, but that first 6-hip step, turn around, face me. If I don't take this step, that first 6-hip step, then I don't have any power when I get into him. If I take a long step like this and I try to block him, I have no power. It doesn't have to be a 6-inch step. And that's it, and that's just been in my mind. You can pick it up and put it down for all I give a shit. I don't give a crap. Pick it up and put it down, do whatever you have to do, but move it. And as long as that second foot is in the ground, before that defensive guy gets out of his stance, you have power and leverage on him. Does that make sense? So every day, okay, go back to the 6-inch step again, one more time, set, hut. Now we're going to do our 2 steps. So set step and power step. Set, hut. And then he brings both. Go ahead and go the other way. Set, hut. And we do that every single day. Does that make sense? Every day, okay? Like I said, the first step, and again, even with these guys, if you watch, in the game, they have a tendency to really want to take a big first step. If you can teach 10-year-olds, and I hope you can, to take that first step, then that second step, you can even have a bigger one if you want to, but that's where you get your power, that's where you get your leverage. So you don't even have to say 6 inches, because like Subway, everybody's 6 inches is different, right? So you don't want somebody to, anyway, inside joke. You don't want somebody thinking, okay, well that's 6 inches, just tell them to pick it up and put it down. Replace it, I don't care what you do. As long as that second step's coming before that dude gets up, you're in business. Does that make sense? If you guys have any questions as we go, just tell me, because I know I talk fast. Okay, now we do our pound step drill, okay? A lot of people call it dog walk. You can see all the stuff on there. What we do is we pound straight, then we pound to our right, we pound to our left. I typically have a board, and what we do is, so the board is about from where Chase is at to where I'm standing. Whoever has the most steps on that board wins. It's not a race. Because again, if I'm trying, I'm an old man, turn around face me. If I'm trying to block Chase, and I'm taking steps like this, I can't move him. I just can't. But if I get in there and I move my feet like that, I'm going to move him. And it's just one of those things where you have to ingrain it in their head. So go ahead and count step forward. Set, hut. Good, good. Come back now. The pound step zone to the right. Set, hut. Good. Now come back. We'll go zone left. Set, hut. Good, good. Now again, you see how his feet kind of go out a little bit? He has a tendency to do that instead of getting those feet inside. Again, to me, and I didn't learn how to do this till I was in college, pound stepping is the best thing that an offensive lineman can do. You can't move anybody doing this. You just can't. And high school kids, they think I can do whatever I want. No, you can't. Now, if you're you blocking me, then you can probably do that, get away with it. But most people, you've got to pound step in order to move people. So we do that every single day. And again, as they're doing that, we do the eye drill. Again, I think the eyes tell everything. I'm always holding up a number, they're screaming it out to me, so I think it's a huge thing. Okay, yes?
You talk about boards that you have going on, or you have literal boards?
Literal boards, we have 2x4, we have boards. And they're about, for what, you go, Chase? About that long, and they're about that wide. And and I got 5 of them. And every single day we line up on the boards because the board signifies what? Your shoulder width apart. So, oh, I'm never touching the what? I'm never touching the board, so my base is always good. So I go straight on the board. Does that make sense? And that's what we do. That brings me to another thing. I know that we only have Del Norte 1 team in the whole thing, but we've got 2 beautiful fields. If you all want to use one of my fields, you can have that. I don't give a shit if you're La Cueva, Sandia, wherever. But I've got more grass and I know what to do with it. We have 2 fields over there, and the bottom one we do not use during football. So if y'all want to use it, you can use our equipment, you can use our coaches, you can use my film room, anything we can do to help you guys out, you let me know, okay? So if y'all want to do that, you can. Alright, so now the next, and I know guys, again, if I run out of time, we can get into it later, getting on huddle. So now we get into the fit drill. So Chase is going to get fit on me. And every day, this is how we start. He's got to get into that perfect, go ahead and get down again. He's got to get in your stance like you're getting fit, Chase. Pretend there's a person there. He's got to have a perfect angle. If you can't get fit into a perfect drill, okay, then you're not very good offensive lineman, right? So every day we get to the fit. That's just what we do. We go right in. He's going to go ahead and do it on me again, do it on me again. Okay, just like that, right there. Okay, that's what he's going to do. Every day we get fit. Does that make sense? All right, so now the next thing is we go, okay, our fire fit. So now what he's going to do is I'm going to step back about a yard, and he's going to get over here so they can see him. And he's going to knock me down, I swear to God. So he's going to be right there. He's going to fire off the ball and get fit and not move his feet. 7, hush, right there. Okay, do it again. 7, hush. Good, good. Now he's going to go back, and now we've done what? We've went fit, fire fit. Now we're going to do a fire fit pound. So it's a progression. So now he's going to fire off, get fit, and pound step. Does that make sense? Go ahead, here we go. 7, hush. Just like that, okay? So that's 3. And now the last progression is fire, fit, pound, finish. I'm like, now I'm finished because I don't want him to beat me up. So as he finishes, he's here, he's here, he's here, boom, and then he gets his hips in and he's there. But it's a progression that we do every single day so they get used to doing it. Does that make sense? You all understand? Any questions on any of that?
Hey, Coach, what's the time frame for these EDDs?
Usually we go 15, 20 minutes.
15, 20, how many kids?
Right now, like usually when we go probably 15 to 17.
And then you're in groups of 5?
Groups of 5.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always groups of 5. It'd be like 3 groups of 5 and then a group of 2.
So a group of 5 will go, group of 5 will go,
Yes.
2 will go.
And then we'll just go.
You turn around and go back.
And then we turn around and go right back.
Just so you can keep it.
Right, and it's on the website, like I told you, I'll show you on Huddle. The reason I do it too is they don't get bored. They're doing one thing, then they're going to another, they're going to another. If it was me, I'd get on the boards, and I worked with Adam when he was the offense coordinator at La Cueva, and our head football coach, Fred Romero, who's now my defense coordinator, he'd get a board and say, knock the hell out of each other, let's see who wins and let's go. Well, these kids this day and age, if you move things and you create different situations, I think it keeps them sharper and it keeps things fresh and they don't get bored.
How do you keep, like, he's fit, but I got some big kids, they're a little overweight, and they have difficulty staying in that down position as far as his hip position.
Right.
How do you kind of motivate them to get used to that so they're, most of the time they're complaining it hurts, my back, my legs, my butt.
So they do it, now they get in your fit position, so they get on me. So you're talking about when they get in that
Just
position,
right there, just right there.
it's hard to get down in that position.
Yeah, for the, most of the boys, like, especially seniors and shit, they're gonna be 180, 200.
Right.
And they just can't stay in that position. Is there a drill where I can technically make them do that so they get used to it, get better at it?
What I would do, and he just brought it up, and again, I would do shoots. And we have these on there now. We have, if anybody, and I don't know if I can say this or not, I hope it's on camera, but we just got brand new shoots. It cost me $5,000. And they're really cool. Each kid has like his own cage and it goes low to high. And so we're in the shoots all the time. I mean, we do that, we'll put the boards in the shoots. So now we're doing everything that we said, but we're in the shoots too, because that makes you stable. Now we have a shoot that's probably from, I don't want my head on there, I don't know how big it is, from me all the way to that wall, it's about, I don't know how wide, about that wide, and it's steel iron, and I don't need it anymore. So if you all want to use it, or if you all want to take it somewhere, or if Coach Cherry decides he wants to use it, you can have mine. Because we've got 2 now, and I'm not going to use 2. So if you want to use one, but that to me is what you do, is because, and last year when we had those big chutes like we were talking about, he would have to dug walk like this under those chutes. And we got some dudes now, you know, they're 5'10", 290, and they're like, dude, it's like, you ain't got a choice. Because if you stand up, you're gonna bust your head open. So they just gotta pound step back and forth underneath it, so it keeps your pad level down, and I think it helps you a little bit.
Do you think it's more, maybe this is, for a lineman, young lineman, even older here, is it more an issue where you need to make them more flexible or stronger on the bottom half?
Well, I think it's both. I
I
think,
can't get a kid into a stance because like his legs almost seem like they can't.
well, what's the biggest problem with the offensive linemen is that they want to bend at their waist.
Yeah.
Just like when you squat, you see high school kids all the time. Okay, I'm gonna go 400, and they go here, here, and then, hey, look, I did it. No, you didn't, but you just broke your back. So it's both. It's get your strength, but then it's also get that knee bend. But I think if you get under the chutes, you train yourself, because it's not normal to want to do this all the time. That's not normal. That's why we should be called the skill people, because we're learning a new skill. Any jerk can learn how to catch and run. I mean, hell, my 4-year-old can do that. But who does this in their backyard? You know, nobody does. So my answer to you would be the chutes. That would be the answer, okay?
And that's why we do the number thing. That way you keep your eyes up in your back.
Yeah, and then they all correlate together. Because, again, especially with us at the high school level, we've had, turn around, go over there, be a linebacker. We've had, the last 3 years, 2 guys that have had 2,000 yards, which would be number 8 and number 9 in 100 years in Albuquerque, Darrell Wiggins and Avery C. Well, the biggest problem with high school kids is anybody can move this guy, but how do you move that guy? Well, and the thing is what do high school kids think? I'm gonna go kick his ass, I'm gonna run as hard as I can at him, or even little guys, I'm gonna go get him, and the next thing you know, you're on the ground. When I was in college, Mesa Community College, I was an All-American, I was working in a car wash. And my best friend goes, dude, you're horrible. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, all you do is lean down and go at people. He's like, you're not that good. I said, I'll knock you out right now. So he got down in the stance and I got down in the stance. And somebody said, set hut, and he just moved out of the way, boom, right underneath the car I went, because I didn't have my weight under control. So these kids, every day, when we're doing our pound step drill, and that's why I hold the numbers up, they've got to go, especially on zone, you have to pound, and just be under control when you get to this guy. You don't have to knock the hell out of the second level defender, you just have to occupy him. Because it really doesn't matter if I'm here on that linebacker, here on that linebacker, or here on that linebacker, that running back's gonna do whatever the hell he wants anyway. And most of the time, you don't see, even in the NFL, those guys, when they work to the second level, they're not knocking those linebackers down, they're just getting on those linebackers. Does that make sense? Okay, all right. Next thing. Okay, so again, there's the fire fit drive, which we went over. Fire fit drive finish, and again, when I say finish, and I use the old, hump that tree. Okay, you got to make sure you got to get your hips through and finish, just like that. Does that make sense? Get those hips through. All right. Okay, now this to me, and if you guys have any ideas, please let me know. This to me is the biggest thing when it comes to offensive line. I asked one of the coaches back there a minute ago, how many dads in here, how many of you are your sons playing your football team? Raise your hand. So the majority of you. So my son will be playing for one of you because I have to coach, I'm going to be coaching high school and I want to do it. So my question is, how many of you, your sons are offensive linemen? Raise your hand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of about 30. So the attitude has to be, and you know as well as I do, and I have a little boy now, and my first thought is, he's going to be the goddamn quarterback. He's going to be no guard. I don't want to be in a grinder. He's going to be a quarterback. How do you sell to those kids that that's the most important group? Because the truth is, it is the most important group. Even though that kid that's on the line is kind of goofy, probably doesn't get the same girls the quarterback does, has a little bit of a lisp to him, kind of looks like me a little bit, but damn it, if that's not the most important group, then you tell me what is. Because as coaches, you damn well know that's the most important group. But how do you sell that to them? So, yeah, go ahead, Coach.
I just had to share that it's really quick. A guy I coached with years ago, he was the head coach, and he insisted on coaching the line. He felt that the most important person on the team should coach the most important group on the team.
Well, and Adam and I worked at La Cueva. I was there a year. Adam was there when they had those great teams. And Fred Romero won 3 state championships. Man, coached the offensive line. But how do you sell it to the kids? Most people think offensive lineman, just like Chase, I love it that he weighs 250 pounds and I'm only 232. We go weigh every day and I've lost 28 pounds since Christmas. And I think he's awesome and I love him to death. But I don't know if the girls do, but I do. And I think he's special. And I make the kids eat lunch together. Today, one of the kids wandered off because they have to lift at lunch too. One of the kids wandered off by himself and I had all 5 of them go meet and discuss why he's leaving the goddamn group and why he's not staying with everybody. But what are you doing to sell it? Yes?
You gotta reward them as you reward your skill players.
Right.
That's what we do it. So any type of awards we give, common stickers or whatever, little goofy trophies, like we give syrup after every game for every player, get pancakes.
Right.
We'll give syrup.
Right, that's why we have the pancake platoon.
Yes, we do. So I think you just, it's a mindset of you treat them as you treat, you know.
Now what I do is I go a step further, I treat him better, and here's why. Because that still guy's gonna get that girl, he's gonna score that touchdown. His mom and dad, woo, I love you, Johnny, woo. What we do is we work harder than everybody else. Every day I make them stay for 15 minutes, every day. I don't care if it's raining, snowing, 1,000 degrees, I don't care. They're staying. And they're gonna do 100 up downs every single day until they puke. Why? Because they're showing the rest of the kids, this is our football team. And these guys set the tone for our team, period. They outwork people, they out-hit people, they out-hustle people. And by me forcing them to stay after practice, that's setting the tone. Everybody else, look at those guys, look at that. But they're starting to understand that's the group. So by me forcing them to stay after, I think that that gets a lot of respect from the other kids. I don't know if that helps anybody. Did you have a question? Anybody have a
No,
question?
I was just gonna elaborate what you were doing. What Cliff says, every time we score a touchdown, I run down there and I'm giving the high five to the line,
Right,
you know?
right,
Because we don't score without that.
right. Yes.
And I know in high school you can't do it, but in, well, maybe you can, but in Yaffle, what I've been doing, for the last 4 years I've been coaching, is, at least out of one game, I'll let a lineman run the ball. I'll put a scheme boy, I'll say, you're a receiver, you go on the line. I'll make that receiver turn into a guard for that one play. I'll give him the ball 2-3 yard line, I'll punch it in.
I understand, and we were playing, and I know everybody has different perceptions about different high schools, but we're playing Capital and Bill Moon, and we're knocking his ass out 3 years ago. And so every 5 offensive linemen, I send in to go carry the ball. Well, the next year, I walk into his weight room, into Bill's weight room, because he had a 7-on-7, and he had a blown-up picture the size of that door of each kid carrying the ball, and telling his football team that's what they think of you. They're letting those kids carry the ball. And the next year, we lost by 4 points. So no, we handed them the ball. And so you can take that and forget about it. So anyway, and again, guys, it's all about attitude. And I'm going to keep going, but y'all have my email, y'all have my cell phone number. We're going to have a clinic this year. Last year we had Bob Bostad come. And like I said, he can't come this year. He's in Wisconsin. The NCAA has changed regulations. Ben Garland, who I was fortunate enough to coach, plays for the Atlanta Falcons. Ben's going to fly in and do a clinic for us this year for a goal line clinic. We had one last year. We had about 165 kids out there. I didn't tell anybody on Yaffle, and I'd like your kids to come for free and have you guys there, just so they can see the big guys doing what they're doing, and then if they kind of want to be a part of it, they can, and then y'all can be a part of it too. So just email me and I'll get you the dates and all that stuff, okay? Well, let's go on. Let's see if we can learn something instead of jokes. All right, so, and again, guys, I don't know.
Coach, when's the date of that clinic?
I don't know yet. Benji has to tell me when OTAs he's going to meet with, they start right now in Atlanta, and they just got done with their draft, so he should let me know in the next couple weeks. So, again, if somebody was going to ask me what are the most important things, if you got something out of this clinic, it would be 2 things to me. You've got to take that first step. You have to take that first step. You have to take that first step. 6-inch step, gather step, call it a shit on a shingle, I don't care what you call it, take that first short step. And then that way, that second step, I can get my power and I can get him out of there. The other thing I would want you guys to take out of here is teach them how to get to the second level. Slow down. It is really hard to tell an offensive guard that's 10 years old, when you go to that level, slow down. If he's at that linebacker position, and I get down on my stance and I run at him, there is no way I'm getting him. There is not a chance I'm getting him. There's no goddamn way. But if I slow down and I pound step, I'm going to get his ass. And now we're really going to be effective because we're getting to the second level. And I always say, take care of what?
First level.
Take care of level what?
Level 1.
Before level 2. So we always take care of level 1, before we go to level 2, but it is nice when we get to that level, because that's when those great running backs like Avery C. and Wiggs and those guys can take off and run for 80 or 90 yards. So to me, it's take that 6-inch step, take that power step and teach it and rep it and rep it and rep it and rep it, because I'll be completely honest, I didn't learn it until I got to, and I was in junior college, before I went to Southern Utah University, and I did not learn how to do that, especially get to a linebacker until Denver Lattimore played for the Cleveland Browns. And I think he still doesn't like me to this day because he called me Brinkley instead of Binkley, but I was scared to death of him, so I just let him call me whatever the hell he wanted to. He taught me how to take that 6-inch step, because in high school I'd just get down and just fire off and hit as hard as I could. So please make sure they're taking that step and then get that next one into them. Yes? Okay? All right, so a couple of things that I want to go over. And again, guys, everything's online. You can see it. I've got how to run power against an even and an odd, and then how to run counter. And again, I don't know what you guys want to do, and I don't know, does anybody in here run power? You run power? Does anybody in here run counter? Okay, there's 4 or 5. I don't know why everybody doesn't run counter. Somebody explain to me why everybody in this room, remember, you can run counter out of a spread. I'm the quarterback, he's right here, go that way. I think inside zone, and I run counter, go behind him the other way. I can run out of any offense I want. Counter's the best play in football because it's a misdirection. It doesn't matter if it's out of spread or if it's out of eye or if it's out of pistol. It is misdirection, because if he's up here lined up right next to me, he's the fullback, I'm the quarterback, and the tailback's back there. His first thing's going to go block that defensive end on that side, and we're going to run counter away from him. Well, what's the read for a linebacker? Everybody knows it's guard to what? Near back. So they're going to go with that running back, and we're going to misdirect and go the other way. So you guys have the sheets on all the rules. Does this hook up to the internet, Adam? Can I get on it? Can you show me how to do it real quick? Here, I'm going to show you guys a couple clips. And if you have any questions, please ask. The other thing, and I know I didn't go over each one, and we had this problem 2 years ago. We had 27 holding penalties and 10 games, which is unacceptable. And every one of our kids was doing this with their elbows. So doing this, and I'm telling you, I make them, every drill we do, their hands, their elbows have to be in. Because as soon as you get here, what are you going to do? You're going to grab. My elbows are here, now you can grab and hold that son of a bitch and nobody knows the difference, yeah? Guys, if you have any questions, please ask. I hope I was able to help a little bit. And like I said, guys, please come over to the school. If you want to use our place, please come use it.